We'll do like one or two more of these games I have on my checklist before I head out. It's probably going to be a shorter stream than I was originally planning because of bots. Humanity has never been very good with perspectives, whether through war or greed. Okay. So humanity began to truly understand the error of their ways. Epilepsy warning, I guess. And that cataclysmic wave of destruction which ripped through the flesh of every man, woman, and child, and the universe raised a weary eye to the earth before all life ceased to be. But in that unending cosmos, one figure rose more than to glare a human race, and in their final hours committed them to his private collection. A mass of souls compressed and crushed into a form unrecognizable to themselves, the voices and screams echoing internally within one massive superconsciousness form, humanity. Left to wander through the surreal corridors of the architecture, humanity is doomed to an endless existence within the private collection of the architect and his dimensional misfits. But all is not as it seems in this place, and all is not well within the walls of the architecture. As the world slowly begins to crumble, the denizens scurry in a dazed panic, searching for an exit. There's only one known route out, and the architecture, and it is locked to all who dare to escape. Will this last forever? Will you escape through the midnight station? I don't like that it went through the text on its own, but whatever. This is a free game on itch.io, and I'm covering for the Indie Game Collective. Epilepsy warning, I guess. We're gonna give this a try. How do I select? Oh, E. E. I turn down the thing a little bit. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh, I'm this weird thing. Cool. We love weird, spoopy stuff. What is that? Okay, that's a save point. Can I controller this? I can. Okay, that's much better. Oh, another person walking the corridors and walkways of this place. Are you new here? Are you new to this midnight station? I have not seen you before in these parts. Not that I get around, of course. Everyone and everything comes here, but no one leaves. This is the midnight station, the entrance to this architecture. Anything the architect finds curious, he takes and stores here for his own private collection. I've heard about you and your unfortunate circumstance, and I am afraid there is little I can do to help. In the final hours of humanity, the architect saw it fit to compress all of the souls into one conceptual vessel for his collection. You. All those voices silenced inside of that coffin, it must feel dreadful. The architect, founder of this dimensional what? Mysterious. That is all I can say, really. He's usually speculating the little ant maze below, watching with curious, malicious eyes as the carnage ensues. Nothing can really die here. Not that we know, at least. So the architect can have his fun again and again. Once I was made of flesh. That is a long time ago. I would rather not speak of it. It is really quite embarrassing. All you need to know is that I am Kugla, and I am here because that is the way things are. The Midnight Station, one of the few things here not constructed by the architect. The Midnight Station is one of the many veins that whispers through all dimensions and all universes. It is a constant, acting as a kind of gateway between realms unknown to us. Of course, the architect sealed it completely shut. The seal. It's a simple prospect that the architect informed all of the older residents of this location. Should 9 portions of it, you could call them keys if you want, gather at the platform, then the terminus opens, and any resident may leave this place. It has never happened, though. The reason why no one ever left this place? No one can trust each other. We have our reasons. They have their own. The end result is several dangerous constructs and things holding a portion of it, which are too selfish or too paranoid to share. I think there is a fable that details it further, but I've forgotten it, sadly. That thing down there, that is one reason why we cannot die here. It is quantum. It will take whatever atoms formed you and de-entropy their state to bring you back here, relatively unscathed. There are others, of course, but here is safe at least. Tax returns? What? The tax returns are just visiting. They are another existential constant, and they terrify the architect. They are here counting numbers and calculating, but there is no way you would be able to understand them. I hear they are using outsourced human shadows for the process, though I doubt they could even see it. I doubt they could even see, let alone speak to you. I can't read. I know that this is like this kind of font. It's like old school pixelation, but it's hard to read sometimes. Ask about archives. It is a deposit of any useful or useless item in existence. Erasers, nuclear bombs, emotional concepts given form, all that kind of stuff. People who have delved into such things end up going crazy in those corridors. I would be cautious at the very least. Guilt machine? Such a sad tale that thing has. It used to be a person just like us. Their species could not hold on to their own guilt and feelings of shame by themselves, so they cast it upon the guilt machine. Eventually, the guilt consumed it as it bloated and bulged into the blimp-like thing you see now. It has not moved at all since arriving here. Catering halls? Okay. The catering hall used to be a place where people would gather food whenever they wanted it. But with the nature of this place, people would often find clones, duplicates, or fakes of themselves, and it became overcrowded. You can guess what they do with the overflow now. Thus, the catering hall became what it is now. Drowning in awful. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. There's a lot of information here. Ask about incubator. The incubator is some horrible combination of a dead eldritch abomination and the hospital wards of a dying world that the architect preserved here. It is an unsafe place, finding a way into the savage gardens and corrupting it greatly. Yeah, this is a lot. As bubbles! It only appeared very recently. The architect was looking into converting that dimensional void into a swimming pool, last I heard. It is a dark place from far below. Things are not as they seem there, and one false step can lead you into the abyss, never to return. Ask about Ashen Fields. A sad place. Nothing lives there. Not anymore, at least. Someone moved in the cabin recently, spending their days wasting away there. A terrible tragedy must have happened to cause the perpetual winter, rendering it a husk of what it once was. Ask about Lighthouse. I've never heard of that place before. I am sorry, I'm afraid I will not be able to help you on that. Our abstract. Anything that stays for too long gets warped beyond recognition. Flesh becomes stone, a hand may become a table, and thoughts can crack your skull open to turn into a flower. It is not a nice place, to say the least. That was a lot. Okay, moving on, I guess. What the fuck is this? Nani? Okay, So that was a lot. What exactly was I supposed to do? Like, I can't, like, fight or anything. What the fuck is this? What is happening? Platform 9 and 3/4. Alright, we'll go explore around one more time. Like, I'm all for weird Eldritch abominations, but I also like to know what's going on. Tax returns kill you. Okay, sounds like real life. Okay. Top tier. Okay. I like the idea of it, but I'm also very confused. Hang on, let me go find the page for that. I can't spell. Let's see, storefront link. Like the PC games of yesteryear, you're thrown headfirst into the thick of it with just a manual and asked to figure out the universe. It's like the ghost of an RPG we never got. A strange amalgam of Shin Megami Tensei and the Moonside section of Earthbound shoved into a dusty floppy disk. So yeah, I like the idea of it. But, like, the whole, like, I guess, like, oh, you're supposed to, like, look at the manual and stuff first, which, like, that's a neat idea, but seems kind of antiquated, but it's free. So, I'll take what I can